Sorry about that. No, I'm not overheating. I pressed the off button on the phone by mistake. Whoops. Please tell me it's okay. I'm going to carry on streaming until somebody donates. That hasn't already, by the way, no pressure. So I want to buy a boat like that. Can you see that boat? I want to buy a boat like that. There it is. We could do some live streaming from a boat. I've got big targets. I bet you any money you like, if I focus enough, law of attraction and all that, I'll have that boat in less, or one like it in less than a year. I pull my finger out. Yeah, they do that in Pattaya, and but you're not allowed to have any gatherings at the moment. They're illegal. If you live in the same household and you've got family, that's fine, you can have a gathering. But a gathering can be as little as 2 people apparently. This is in Pattaya anyway. I think it's the same in this village. But yeah, I'm not sure about the souped up cars on this beach road. Probably, because there are kids here that have got cars and motorbikes that have been done up to a degree. I say kids, I'm talking as if I'm 50 plus. Hold on a minute. Have we lost Lulu? I bet she's fallen asleep. That little Suzuki. Pop, 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 pop. Sounds like it's got a 2-stroke engine in it. With a silencer. On his back box. Oh, ideal though, isn't it, for pottering around, just going up to the big sea, filling up your little van. It's high enough where you don't have to struggle to get in and out. A couple of friendly guys have just got out. Just hit midnight, Sandblaster. Is that California, did you say? Next door we've got Seaside Cafe Food and Drink. To the left. they've got now 3 customers. And I've got 5 customers. I've got more customers than the cafe next to me. Welcome everybody, welcome. Don't be shy, you can speak in the chat if you wanted to, but if you don't want to, that's no problem. Any questions? Don't forget. We're at Beach Burger restaurant, cafe, coffee house, right on the beach, looking over the Gulf of Siam, as it used to be called. Just imagine yourself. Welcome back, Fidelity. Sorry about that earlier. I pressed the off button by mistake. I think you are at the Seaside Cafe. No, I'm not. That's next door. Look, look. So we've got a sign here. It's called Beach Burger. Got a sign now called Beach Burger. You thought that was just the product, didn't you? So did I. It's actually not the name of the place. Next door, you've got our Seaside Cafe. They're that close to each other. And this place, I don't know if it's got a name, but they're cleaning sofas, I think, in there. It's just been. Maybe it's under renovation, I don't know. Boom Bar it was called. Cool. Just seen the writing on the wall. Boom Bar. Imagine you're just sitting there in front of me, because we can't sit together. You've got to sit over there, right? That's about 6 foot apart. So you can sit there. You can talk to me. You can turn the chair around. You can have a chat. No problem. It's free to chat. It's just relaxing, or what? I like these chairs as well because the back on them is reclined a little bit. It's just as well actually, you're almost sitting up still because the floor is actually going down, so maybe they should have been maybe a bit more reclining. I don't know, we don't want to go to sleep. Rumbles of thunder in the background. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. You just read my mind, Sandblaster. Living the life of leisure. This is one of my hobbies at the moment. I love editing. I'm not doing enough editing at the moment. I love education. I love to learn something new every day. or be focusing on something like a course or something. I just love learning. I love to teach. I've been teaching something or another for, oh my gosh, probably since I hit the office job. I was teaching the old folk how to use the VDU and the 386 PCs when they came out in the office. I was teaching them how to use computers. That was funny. I pick up things like that quickly. I even taught my aunts and uncles how to use teletext when that first came out. CFAX and teletext. I like teaching, I like learning. I love scuba diving, although I haven't done that for a few years, so I can't love it that much, right? But I love scuba diving. It's difficult to get the pleasure from scuba diving. The majority of dives now are just to get wet, because I've seen a lot of stuff from scuba diving. I like skiing as well, although I need to get my fitness back to go skiing again. I left skiing for 9 years before going again, and they even changed the design of the skis in that time, which they called carver skis now, are a lot easier to turn on. I did that and I was absolutely shattered. I went skiing in Whistler, Blackcomb Mountain, Whistler, in west coast of Canada. That was great. So I like skiing. Yeah. How about you? Hobbies. I've always loved computers. Ever since they came out. I'm mainly self-taught with computers. I was always a believer in getting the computer to do the work so I didn't have to. But I just found myself working on the computer more. Walking is my new hobby. It's my latest and new hobby, which I've said a few times on the live stream. I wasn't able to walk no more than 20 minutes. Half an hour at tops when I first came to Thailand a few months ago this year. I wasn't able at that time. And like Miss Thai Tastic, she said, even if you just walk 10 minutes a day to start with, and just build up slowly from there, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. She wasn't wrong, and I didn't need to do that, because my body was, hold on a minute, I'm hungry for this, let's do more and more. So I pushed myself more and more, and now we walk up to 2 hours plus a day, which is nice. So we're getting about, I don't know, 2 to 3 miles under our belt a day where possible, and then the weight was falling off, and I was eating better because I'm in Thailand. I'm sweating it out, and I'm drinking more fluids and flushing myself, etc. So that was good. And then I was pleasantly surprised to learn that I lost between 3 and 4 stone in weight in 3 months. So I'm just over 20 stone, 20.79 stone now, or that's when I last weighed myself. So I should be, if not already soon, under the 20 stone mark, which is great. And then I figure it's a lot of weight to lose. There's this ideal weight, right? There's this ideal weight for your height and all that business. I'm not right into studying how that's calculated, and I'm not too bothered about it at the moment. But I think it's 13.5 stone, my ideal weight in inverted commas should be. But I'll be happy with 15 stone. The last time, I tell you what, the first time I ever came to Thailand, in my second month, I was in Koh Samui on Chuang Beach, and that's when I started my diving training, because I wanted to learn how to become a diver, and they taught me to the level of dive master, right? It took 2 months, 6 days a week to do that, and you're working a little bit and assisting with teaching, etc., the instructors, and they teach you to the level of instructor. And I lost 2 stone in 2 months doing that, and that was awesome. Yeah, sorry, I'll talk a bit. You got me going. I'm reminiscing. You love to teach computers, audio and lighting into arts, especially weird arts like the Burning Man. You know what? Now, if there's something that would attract me to go to the States, that would be one of the things, definitely. Burning Man Festival in Nevada, I'd like that. Because that's totally random, and there's no limit to your imagination in terms of what art is as well, and expressing that, right, at Burning Man. That could be quite an adventure and a hardy task to stay for the duration of that, right? Follow world news closely, do you? You love digging into stories to find things not talked about in the main press. Yeah, that could be, especially when the mainstream media is so much governed and by governments, controlling a lot of it. And before I even knew that, you know, I remember somebody who worked in media. They said 95% of the news that comes in is never published. There's just so much that comes in. They only publish about 5%. You're a Black Rock Ranger there. I'm not sure what that is. I'll have to look up all these things later. But Burning Man looks awesome. Oh, there is a festival like that here, Sandblaster. Was you aware of it? It's called something fruit. Fruit is in the title. I forget what it is now. It's not cheap, I tell you. Excuse me. From a Thai. Excuse me. From a Thai money perspective, you wouldn't get the average Thai coming along to this fruit fest or whatever it's called. I think it lasts for 2 or 3 days, maybe 4. But that looks good. That's not as out there as Burning Man. I don't think there's anything that can top Burning Man, is there? The coffee wasn't as good as Chula's. I think it was instant coffee. I've got that aftertaste, bitter taste in my mouth. I don't like that. It's not very strong aftertaste, but yeah, right. And there's those underground parties that you see in buildings, legal ones, but they're very selective as to who they let in. I think there's one like in the Eastern Bloc countries or in Russia, I forget now the name of it. And that is a totally out there type. I think it's more of a nightclub, to be honest, in like what used to be a disused warehouse. Oh, I've got a big old bruise on the arm from that fall yesterday. Let's check out the bruise. I don't know if you can pick that up. No, I don't know. No biceps on my chicken wings. I'm built for speed. Any more from anyone else? We're here all day, by the way. I don't know how much we've got left of the charger. Let's have a look. She's going to have to fend for herself. I know at some point she's going to be sending me messages. Oh, we're down to 2 lights. I think we're fully charged. Still no rain, still rumbles of thunder in the distance. Can you hear that? I'll tell you what, when it decides to rain, it is going to be absolutely swimming down. We've got a guy on the beach, by the way, collecting food. He's not supposed to be on there, but this might be a case of survival, right? What they're going to do? Lock him up, fine him, he's got no money probably. No, I don't have an umbrella. Miss Thai Tastic has an umbrella. She uses that for keeping the sun off of her. I'll tell you what, they know so much about the sun. She's like, oh, it doesn't matter that I'm in the shade on the balcony. The UVA rays will make me brown. She knows. She's using that white soap to make your skin white, by the way. It's ridiculous. 95% of the soaps and lotions out here have got whitening agents. I was duped into using it for a while. I like a bit of brown on the skin. You like Lady Brown. Oh my gosh. There's certain things you can't change, and you're not here to change how they think about things, but there's a reason behind why they want to be more white and Western looking. A lot of it is to do with I forget the term now, someone could put it in the chat. Some sort of, for want of a better phrase, prosperity. The lowest grade workers are those that work the hardest, and that's the farmers, and they're usually very brown. They wear a lot of gear to protect themselves from the sun as well, but they can be somewhat looking like 10-15 years older because they've received so much sun on their skin. And this is why you see a lot of the taxi drivers wearing woolly gloves, would you believe, and total protection of their face. Like, you can only see their eyes, and they're covered up as well with sunglasses, just because of the sun aging them and then really making them brown quickly. I've already seen in Miss Thai Tastic's face, and I daren't tell her that her face has gone more brown. Hopefully she's not listening to this now. She could be though. She can't comment in the stream. I've banned her. Cheers Fidelity again, and thanks for all your positivenesses on it, and you're sharing your experience as well. It's not an easy thing to do. I found it to be easy though. I think it starts off in their mindset. The first bit's easy, right? Because it's just wanting to come off, or a lot of it, and a lot of it can be water as well, retention, I guess. So you can sweat a lot of that out. But no, it's baby steps, right? Baby steps. Don't beat yourself up about stuff. You can plateau, and nothing's coming off anymore, but your body's adjusting, right? It can't do anything too quickly, too fast. Too fast, too quickly. Too much, too quickly. We don't want our body going into shock. Walking is the best. I'll appreciate that. Yeah, good. Any activity does not release cortisol. Okay, send me a link about cortisol, Fidelity. I need to read what that is. I've heard of it. Sandblaster says, by the way, thanks for streaming your channel, Thai Tastic. Your calm voice is soothing, and love the easygoing videos you produce. So thanks. I really appreciate the effort you put into this. Oh, thank you very much, Sandblaster. Oh, thank you very, very much. This one's to Sand. That's nice. You said something like that before as well. Yeah, at one point when I first started streaming, I didn't even do any. My total focus was learning editing. I wanted to get that down because I thought that's fantastic. How wonderful is it to come up with an idea in your head? It's like almost like you've dreamed of something, and then you can make a movie of that dream by doing some filming and then editing it well and putting it out there. And that's why quite a lot of my playlists are so diverse in terms of maybe the style of production. I'm just trying out new stuff and that. And then somebody said, oh yeah, you should talk more often on your streams. And I thought, well, my biggest audience is America, followed by usually the UK, but not at the moment. Would you believe it? It's Indonesia over the last 28 days. Indonesia is the second biggest market, and then I think it's UK. I know a lot of Americans, particularly ladies, like the English accent. I can change the accent as well. I do impressions, by the way. Yeah, cheers Fidelity. Let's get the mountains and the peninsula in the shot. I'm going to refrain from eating the beach burger. I'm so tempted to try it, but it'd be money well spent, I'm sure. It looks delicious. It'd be a nice review, but we'll do it again another day. Right now I've got two fistfuls of bananas. 20 baht, by the way, for all that lot. So that's my brunch. It's going to turn into brunch and probably lunch. I'm not hungry at all, so I'll just be eating the burger for the sake of it and for the stream. Maybe we could make do with this burger. What's all that about? It's their trademark burger. They do fish and chips here, by the way. It looks lovely. I've not had fish and chips for months and months and months. I'm not one of those English person. I'm not one of those English people that have to have a Sunday lunch or fish and chips on a Friday. An impression. I only told you to blow the bloody doors off. There you go. That's embarrassing. It's usually better than that. Somebody said I sounded like Michael Caine the other day, and that's why I did that. To be sure. Alright, let me think of an impression. A good impression is one if you can make a joke out of it as well. And I'm one of those people that forget jokes. I'm terrible, and I like a good joke as well. And I've had some crackers. I wish I could remember. I don't want to worry you like, but I'm only here for the beer. Hold on, we've got a black squirrel on the beach. Getting attacked. Is it a black squirrel? They have a squirrel over here. I think it's a squirrel. There's something that's got a really white tail at the end. That looks like a squirrel that might have one. Oh, look at that, it's quite a long tail on it. Oh, it knows I'm filming, it spotted me. Crikey. Bloody hell, that ran fast. Where's it gone? It's gone up that tree. No, it's not. It's still at the bottom. We're at Beach Burger Bar, could we call it? It's interesting because not many places along here are called bars, but they all sell alcohol when they're allowed to, I think. Oh, it's gone on the beach. No. What order, Sandblaster? What do you think I've ordered? I've drunk my coffee. If there were tea leaves in the bottom of that, I'd read them for you, but there isn't any. It's just a coffee stain. I think there's rich pickings out there for people who are looking for shellfish. I think that's what that guy's doing. He doesn't seem to have too much in his bag at the moment out there. It's clearly not very policed, this village. I don't think there's much crime at all in this village. She's doing her hair, by the way, on the beach. Can you see her on the left? She's combing her hair. She's got the ideal location in the world. She's just washed, she's just shampooed it. Now she's gone to walk on the beach to give it a good brush. I think I've got at least 3 followers now in this village that are subscribers. I should have told her to ring my bell. No, I was going to Sandblast. I was considering it. There's so much. This guy's ripped. There's so much choice that I'd love. I could go through this menu. I could come back here every day looking just at the menu and ordering something new every day. Very reasonable for a front-facing sea view like this. Very, very reasonable. I'm impressed. It'll be at least, I would say, double that price in John Tien and in Pattaya in particular. But John Tien, I reckon a burger like that would be 100 up. I was going to order. It would be just for the sake of it, and not the temptation. I've resisted temptation. I will do it. Oh. He's arrived. Let's put a foghorn from a boat on my pickup truck. Sorry about that. Can you see the sea? Everyone's pulling up next door, they're not coming in here. I'm in the not so popular cafe. It is funny though how people gravitate. I think it's the sheeple mentality though, they gravitate to those places where there's more people in, which is a bit strange. I guess why there's sometimes restaurants like you sitting at the front, because it attracts other people, right? Herd mentality, I think it's called. Can you see the ocean, or is it washed out? It looks washed out on camera. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Let's get the tripod tilted round a bit more. I can tilt it up. There we go. Yeah, it's the ISO automatic setting. There we go. So if I do a lot of darks in the foreground, it changes it, and if I tilt it back up slowly, look, you can see the change. There you go. The tide's out anyway. It's not as if you can see any colour. So we was doing a live stream a couple of nights back. This is the first one in 2 days. I was taking a break yesterday. Needed to rest those muscles around the ankles. Well, one, the right hand ankle in particular. And you've got to listen to your body, by the way. And what, don't you just hate that when you forget what you were saying? A neutral density filter will help you with that. A neutral density filter, oh, yeah, for the phone. I'll tell you what I've found fun doing sometimes, and this is weird. I got prescription sunglasses, right? They're filtered, obviously. If I put them in front of the lens, so let's get it back down to whitewash like that. And the prescription lens is put into focus so you can see it. Good morning, Sammy S, welcome. How are you? We're doing great, by the way. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're at the beach, by the way. We're at the beach and we're loving it. Oh my gosh, hold on. That didn't work, did it? No, that just coloured it. When it's bright sunshine, it works better. Sammy, we're still waiting for the gym to get open. I need to get fit and firm. She keeps telling me. She said, oh, I'll give you 3 months. I said, 3 months? I said I can do it in a month. I can lose loads of weight in a month, no problem. First month's the most month, the biggest month. She said, I want fit and firm. Well, because it looks like I'm a woman that's just had a baby. I've got all this loose skin. Fidelity knows. You're looking for your morning coffee. Where are you, Sammy? There's a seat here, pull up. There's a spare seat. You've got 22 degrees today and clear skies today. It's going to be an epic day. Yes. It's going to be an epic day. Yeah, I'm loving this walking. The place, Thailand, is a fantastic place to do it. I am a mad dog and an Englishman, and I will go out in the midday sun. I've got no problems with that at all. I will sweat more, very much profusely, but I will drink more. But right now it's very overcast. We've had rumblings of thunder. We've had no sun today, Sammy. No clear sky whatsoever. We've got all sorts of different types of clouds in the sky. The sun tried to break through earlier. We did have glimpses of blue sky, but that's gone now. And we've had rumblings of thunder in the last 15, 20, 10 minutes or so. The tide is out. I thought it was coming in, but it looks as if it's going out more. I don't know. There are a couple of people on the beach. One guy is actually picking stuff up to eat, no doubt, off the beach into a bag. I suspect he's not digging for anything. He's picking stuff up off the surface, off the sand at low tide. You did a 15-kilometre walk yesterday. Oh, well done. 10 miles, yeah. Wow. How warm was it yesterday when you did that? Do you stay out of the heat when you walk? Or try to? And how long did it take you to do it? How long did it take you to do? Do you like just go until you finished it, or do you have rest stops like I do? And I'm only doing what? Typically 2 miles a day. Oh. No, it's not that hot at all, right? I know, I've just been bitten on the ankle. I think mosquitoes just taken care of me. Mosquitoes had its breakfast, by the way, and I was the breakfast. Did some shopping at the 7 kilometres mark. 3 hours. Oh, right. So semi-brisk walk. There's my boat, by the way. There's my boat, by the way. I'm happy with an outboard motor, that'll do. Not like that one out there I showed you before. It's got inboard motor. By the way, are biting insects any different in Thailand? Well, I guess you're asking me in comparing it to my home country. Yes. You know, there are parts of Thailand that have got malaria. Like if you were in the deep jungle somewhere, I think they've got malaria, but not around in the tourist areas, thankfully. Biting insects. Yeah, there's different insects, of course, as well in Thailand that bite. There is, it could kill some people if they've got, like, if they may be too young, or elderly and infirm, or people with underlying problems. There's a centipede. It's a nasty big old thing, and yeah, this centipede is nasty. Look up the centipedes of Thailand. They're huge, and they've really got a nasty bite. Then you've got quite a few snakes as well. I was on a live stream, well, I wasn't live streaming, I was on line video chat about 3 years ago with Miss TT, and there was all this commotion. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, there's bang, bang, bang. She's banging the hell out of this snake, and it was a green pit viper. I've kept the photo, I've got it somewhere, where she's in her Thai get-up, her Thai pyjamas, and she's got this broomstick handle, and she's holding it up to the camera, and it's a green pit viper that came into the home, or was trying to come into the home, so she took care of it. And then this other time when I was online video chat with her, or no, this was just voice call. Another load of commotion. She really feared. We could hear the fear in her voice with this one. And there was a black scorpion in bed next to her child. Oh my gosh. She sent me a photo of it because she didn't explain to me exactly what it was. She let it free. It didn't do any harm, and it had no intention of doing any harm, but you never know, it might have stung somebody. So she I don't know how she took care of the scorpion, but she let it free. But that was in bed with her. And he was crawling around in bed, so that would have given a nasty sting. So there's a couple of things that are different from the UK. Yeah. And then you've got, if you're walking around on your own around the dark soys, stand your ground and walk with confidence, because soy dogs have got a pack mentality as well. You hear of sometimes people getting attacked by soy dogs who are like being territorial or guarding their sleeping areas at night. So it might be good to have a stick just to warn them off. You see the odd expat retiree walking around with a stick sometimes, even during the day down in Pattaya. But dogs can, animals can sense fear in people, right? So just remember, if you're ever coming across, I've walked down a soy before, a bit daft really, but it was a shortcut and I didn't want to take the long way round. I just walked through them. They were barking, they all got up. There was about 5 or 6 of them. Just walk through them with confidence. They're barking at you because they're afraid. They're barking at you because they're warning you. They're barking at you to say, leave us alone, It's when they're all running at you and not barking, that maybe is when you should be a bit worried. Sometimes they're all running up, not at you, but just to see who's actually walking towards them, maybe. But there are ways of handling if you was getting into an altercation with soy dogs. It'd be the alpha dog of the pack that is more likely to probably go for you at first, and if they do, then there are ways of dealing with dogs that are attacking you. I'll tell you how to do that on another stream. Don't want to ruin the somber moment that we've got here. Soy dogs, soy, S-O-I, essentially street dogs. In Thailand there's a lot of stray dogs. We just call them soy dogs because they live on the streets. It's not controlled very well at all in Thailand. They do sometimes in some areas spade them all. And there are a couple of charities that take care of the dogs as well. It's such a shame. You do get people buying dogs because they're cute and going up to, for example, Phratamnak Hill, which is in between Jomtien and Pattaya, and just leaving their dog there. It's so sad. And all the dogs, a lot of them stick together. Sometimes they're different packs and factions, but it's such a shame. And you see them sometimes at the roadside in certain places or near parks where there's a litter and that's just been born, and it's sad if you're an animal lover. That's right, whilst they're barking, they're not biting, right? They're just talking to you or having a go at you when they're barking. It's funny, outside of my condo complex there's a car park area where 4 or 5 of them live. Not sure if they're a family or they might be related in some way, but they stick together and they howl, usually about 11:30 at night, sometimes midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning. It was 1:30 at one night. They have a howling session between their pack and another pack of soy dogs further up the road, and then it suddenly stops. It's really weird. I don't know why they howl like that, like a pack of wolves. I guess it's some form of communicating. letting each other know that we're here, don't you come over here and interrupt our sleep. Yeah, sandblaster, it can be scary, but 99% of the time there's no problem. See, the dogs are used to traffic, dogs are used to people, they're harmless really in the main. They just want to, you know, they're not wild, they're urban wild, not even, they're not like feral cats that might attack you or something. I don't know too much about feral cats, but in the main you're fine, I'll tell you. It's no bother, it's just be aware, you know, don't be going up to a load of dogs in the street trying, oh that's cute, and trying to, because you like pets and dogs, that you want to pat them on the head or stroke them. They're not even used to that, they don't even know what that is, so don't bother doing that. Don't touch anything that's not yours. You get the odd soy dog coming up to you that have obviously been inoculated in some way. I think they put collars on them, and obviously if their tail is wagging, then you know their intentions are friendly. And you get some, you know, that do that, and you wonder whether or not they've been brought up in a home with people and had a lot of human interaction, and they just want to be friends and have a bit of companionship. But, I miss my dog. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Ignore them, stand your ground in terms of, you know, walking with confidence. Don't be like suddenly pausing or running away or being coy or being apprehensive or anxious. Just think positive and carry on walking. That's what I do. It's worked for me. Ooh, I'm getting a come down from the coffee. I think I'm getting dehydration headache actually. I don't feel... I don't know how long we've been out. Oh my gosh, we've been out a long time I think. It's nearly 12 o'clock. It's nearly 12 noon. It's 11:50. I think I left about 3 hours ago. Wow, we could have a 4-hour live stream here. I don't have any water. I drank about 3/4 of a litre, no, about 1/3 of a litre earlier as I was coming down the road. I think I may need to buy some more water. I've got to buy some sticky rice on the way back. Sandblaster, you'll like this cafe called Chili. Cafe, restaurant style, more of a cafe, chill out coffee place. It's called Chili at Bang Saray. Chili, look up Chili. They've got an artist studio there. The lady that runs that, she studied. We had a bit of a chat the other day. I did a bit of a live stream from there, but it was the 4th one of the day, and it didn't send out any notifications. I think I left it online, but I added some music to it just to give you an idea of interior. I said to her I'll come back another day and do a video. But that is her place is very unique in this village. It's the only place like it, and it's very well decorated. Small sips of water all the time, yeah. And there's me, I usually guzzle a load in one go. Yeah, I've got no water on the table. That's not water. I've got gel. I've got gel. And I've got my bananas. Ooh. I've got one light left on the charger. Charging, that's good. We'll easily get guys. Who's with me? They've not come back to ask me if I want anything else, but I guess I just have to turn around and they will service me. Hold on a minute. I've only just found, can you believe it, a nice crispy 50. I thought I only had 60 baht left. In fact, I thought I had 60, but I've only got 40 there. So I've got 90 baht, so I can pay the bill. Whoop, whoop. That was lucky, because I've got to buy the sticky rice as well, yeah? Should we go and, should I weigh myself today? What do you think? Will you remind me if I walk back later past the weighing machine? I'll use this 1 baht to weigh myself. Can you believe a 50 kilo Thai lady is eating more than I do every day? My body's eating the fat on my body still. It's eating it away for energy. It's brilliant. We was going to call it the beer diet. How to drink beer and lose weight. How to lose weight whilst drinking beer. But I've not really been drinking beer. I've got one beer in the fridge. It's been there for about 5-6 days now. It can only absorb small amounts at a time. Okay, but yeah, it's inside my body, right? If I've drunk a load and it's inside my body, it can take it as it needs it, right? Or isn't that the best thing to do? But you do see that in films, these people that have been in the desert, stranded in the desert and things, and when people turn up with water, it's always slowly. That can actually make them sick, I think. Because it shocks your body, right? It puts your body into some sort of shock. And you can end up being sick and losing more fluids than you're taking in. The rest you will pee out. Yeah, that's true. And I haven't been going to the toilet much at all. I sweat most of it out, Sammy. I really do. I can count on one hand how many times I go to the toilet. And I would say, yeah, definitely 5 times less a day. I struggle to get my water clear, and I know that's the aim to do, to get your water clear at least twice a day. It's very difficult with this heat. You have to drink a lot. And given my size, and I can't remember the reason behind this, but the bigger you are, the more water you're supposed to drink as well per day, especially in the heat, right? And I forget where I read it, and I think it was a medical paper, but it said for my size, I'm not sure what it should be now, but it was 6 litres a day. And I've been drinking about at least 3 a day when it's been really hot. Yeah, we'll drink about 3 litres a day, so I'm only drinking 50%. That's probably another reason why I've not been going to the toilet. But again, as I say, I do sweat quite a bit as well. Because I've come as well, I think, at the hottest time of the year to Thailand. My body's taking longer to acclimatise to it as well, because it usually only takes me 2, 3, 4 weeks tops. But that said, I've not been using air conditioning very much at all. The air conditioning has been going on probably about 9 p.m. at about 27, 28 degrees, mainly 27 degrees centigrade, up until about 5 a.m. and then it switched over. And then we just put the fan on, switched the aircon off. I think I'm smelling a bit now from the sweat. That's nice, isn't it? The power bank is flashing at me. It's on its last legs. So when the power bank has run out completely, I'll get check bin cup. I'll pay for this coffee. The restaurant next door, the cafe next door, has got 9 people in it. I'm the only one in this one. That tells you. Must be a meeting point for the locals. Also, small sips, less sweating, losing less electrolytes. Oh, alright. Top tip there from Sammy. Thank you, sir. I know you've given me top tips before. I have to try and remember that. Yeah, I do tend to guzzle a quarter of a litre at a time. Good plan. It doesn't help as well when I've had a coffee, right, which can make you even more dehydrated. Thankfully, the temperature is, I would say today, late 20s. It's been up in the mid 30s, top, pushing 40 a few times. It's really uncomfortable. My favourite temperature, when I was training people that are very well travelled, these people, I was training them in real estate investing, and they were this couple that have been all over the world. I said, I remember, I think I was in New Zealand at the time, living there for a while, and I said, there was this temperature and the humidity, but the temperature was 24.5 degrees Celsius. I said, that was my perfect temperature. It was just comfortable and nice and pleasant. I said, where in the world would you say that, what country would have that temperature most of the year round or very near it? And they said, Mauritius. There we go. You heard it here first. Cannot live without coffee. You're a coffee addict, are you? I can, and I'm not a big lover of it, but when I do have one, I like to have one that hasn't given me an aftertaste. It's a drug, right? It does give you a bit of a boost. So can an early morning workout. Oh, I so want the gym and the park to be open so I can use that gym in there. I might actually go in the swimming pool today. The swimming pool we've got is open till 10 p.m. every night. Although the part of the grounds, the electric switched off last night for some reason. It's not working. I think it might have blown a fuse. Yeah, 24.5 degrees is nice. Yeah, they said Mauritius. They've travelled to a lot of countries. I've travelled to, I was calculating the other month, 36 countries I think I've been to, 36, 38. There's 200 countries to go if I wanted to try and get around them all. So I've no intentions of ever doing that. No desire at all. The guy's still not there. The tide has definitely gone out a bit more, and the guy's gone further out to harvest something from the beach for food. I'm sure he's not doing it for decoration. Maybe he does collect shells. That would be good. Yeah, that might be something to do. If I can get enough funds together to buy a metal detector. I wonder what the laws are, if any, to do metal detecting on the beach. I think that's great, because that would be a nice adventure for us. What do you think on that, guys? Live streaming metal detecting on the beach. Not done that for years. Maybe we can find some gold. Rings, necklaces, bracelets, coins. That's all right. We can get a couple of spades. We can get on Lazada or Shopee, I think it was. No, Lazada. There's this probe metal detector as well. So when you're sweeping with your machine and you pick up a signal and you start digging, you can use this probe to home in on where it is, so you find the item quicker, and then on to the next one. Or what I could do is I could give the probe to Miss Thai Tastic, so she can do the finding of the item. I will just sweep everywhere, she follows me, and I'll put a little flag every time I find something. Every time it's picked up a signal, I'll put a little flag so she knows where to dig. She'd love that. With the, the potential of finding gold or some other sunken treasure from years gone by. Yeah, I've seen that magnet fishing on YouTube. That sounds like a lot easier. That picks up all sorts, right? When you get one of those, what's it called, neodyme magnets, they're very strong. And you just stick it on a rope and throw it in a lake or a reservoir, river, somewhere under a bridge where people toss things over the bridge in rage or in an effort to hide something like a gun. But yeah, you can find all sorts. Did you find anything interesting with magnet fishing? But I have found stuff. I think if you with the metal detector definitely pays for itself. It's an investment. If you don't go silly and spend thousands, you can spend thousands on equipment and the detector. You can get them for as little as $50. It works. You will find stuff. I think even those cheap ones, less than $100, you can get them with the discriminator on it, so you can set it to eliminate finding you loads of aluminium ring pulls. Mostly rocks with iron in. Iron ore. Right, I'm getting fed up with these flies landing on my legs now. So I don't know why people are favouring this place. They're favouring next door over this place. I don't know why. Still got 3 diehards in the chat. I don't know if anybody said goodbye. Funny people with herd mentalities. Gonna get ready to go, I think. I think the charger, the power bank is died. So we've probably got 100% battery still left. So we've still got at least 2 hours to go on the battery on the phone, I would have thought. Maybe an hour. I can't remember how long it lasts now on the live stream. Yeah, the power bank is definitely dead. I think I've disabled the Line app notifications as well, so I'm not getting disturbed. Before, she was sending me messages, old Miss TT, and I would check the message out and I'd lose you guys on the live stream, so I've disabled her from contacting me. It's not a bad thing. She doesn't want me to get a tan, by the way. Right, how much was this coffee? Right, the coffee. I think it was 30 baht. Oh, that's good. Shall I give her 40 baht? One of them laughed the other day. Chula, she laughed when I gave her a 10 baht tip. Her coffee was 50 baht. You're right, Sammy. What is soy pack peeps? Pack peeps. Solar panels would work well in Thailand. You're right. And Pattaya, is it Pattaya Drona? That was his channel's name. I'm not sure if it's, I think it's called Brian in Thailand now. Anyway, Brian Pattaya Droner, you can do a search. He's just installed, or had installed, a solar panel system on a lady that lives up in the jungle on a farm. She's just had this installed. This system cost, he said the project cost 56,000 baht, which is what, about $1,800. And I asked him, out of interest, how long does it take to pay for itself? And he said about 5 years if your bill was 500 baht a month. So that's how he worked it out. I don't think that, what did he say, 4 years? Anyway, it's irrelevant. But yeah, over time obviously pays for itself. I don't know how much it costs to maintain, because you have to have these inverters and all sorts. I don't understand it all. I think they're very, very low maintenance from my understanding. And you can get a solar panel to wear as you're walking around to charge your goodies up as well. The best ones give 50 watts these days. That doesn't mean a thing to me. What is it best for? A house? Or I've seen them on boats. I've seen the windmills on boats as well, or the wind machines on boats. I've seen solar panel cars. I think there was a solar panel race in Australia a few years ago. It's probably an annual thing as well, or biannual thing, where they have solar powered vehicles. I think there's like a drag race and a distance race. I don't know. I think there was solar panel planes as well, wasn't there? There was some guy did a really long distance. It was like a glider because it needed that many panels. Oh, okay, 50 watts is enough to charge your phone, right? Yeah, I'm not. Would you believe I worked for National Grid in the UK? My boss tried to educate me a few times on watts, amps and voltages. He said you could have 1,000,000 volts go through your body and it wouldn't kill you. He said it's all down to the ampage. But you only need a small ampage and then you'll die. I just know volts, like on my very good brand, by the way. I'm very happy with this. This is 14,000 what's that, mega amps an hour, or it's got two outputs, 1 amp and 2 amp. 2 amp is like a fast charger for my phone, but I'm not sure if I should use it for charging, because it decreases the longevity of the battery life. Some phones can cope with that and no problem. This is the one I use, is the 1 amp, and that's obviously the input. I think it converts it. It's got a torch as well. Yeah, very happy with this. I recommend that brand for sure. I tried opening it once to see the batteries inside. That's the model number HQM501. milliamp hours, yeah. And they come in at a lot bigger than that now, right? 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, I think, as well. Yeah. I wanted it to have the CE mark on it, and it to be a purchase I made in the UK, in the European Union, to be reassured it wasn't a dodgy CE mark. Feeling a bit weird. Not drunk enough water. I'm still sweating like cobblers here. I think I'm going to walk away and leave 40 baht on the table. I think my coffee's 30 baht. There's no staff. I think they're all serving next door. I've got some line messages. Where are you? Where are you? If she really wants to know where I am, she can get on the Wi-Fi and see the live stream. That's right, Sammy, you're correct. And it's the total limit of a number of items. There's only so many milliwatt amps you're allowed on the plane over all your items. And I don't think they like it to be in the hold. They want it to be on the plane with you, right? I wonder if I can go to Chili Cafe now. We go to Chili Cafe and chill out there for a bit and charge the phone up a bit more. Shout out to Clarets, by the way. Keeping the halitosis at bay. You're not a handsome man if you've got bad breath. Yeah, in the hand luggage, that's right. Nearly forgot my banana. Oh, I've got to get sticky rice yet. I need a massage. The massage places are opening soon here, by the way. It's another live stream, 100 baht, leg massage, foot massage. Apparently you're only allowed to have, they're only allowing massages below the waist. You can't get a massage on your head or body. just up the road here, about 10 minutes drive, is that marina. In the marina you can learn to sail and get your UHF radio license as well. I guess I'd have to go on that course. If I wanted a boat badly, and I get one next year, I'll have to understand how much the mooring fees are out here and what other licenses I need. I'll definitely take that course. It's a 10-day course down at the marina, and some of it you spend out at sea on the boat that they're teaching you stuff on, you know, how to sail, etc., how to skipper a boat, and I'll definitely do that as a course. That would be great. But yeah, the full course is 10 days long. I forget the price of it now. I think it's about £1,700. It's not bad, is it? £1,700. What's that? $2,300 for 10 days, and you get in a license or a certificate or some description, something that allows you legally to skipper a boat of a certain size anywhere in the world. That would be good, and I do love the water. Being near it, being in it, being on it. That'd be a great stream. I'm so tempted to put the word out a bit more about getting on one of these boats at night where they're fishing for squid. I know there's definitely a trip that you can go on. I don't know if it's operating right now, but there is definitely a trip where you can go out for the night with the fishermen and fish for your own squid. Just pay them right to go out there for the night. That'd be a good stream. Long old night though. I wonder if I'd be able to take Sangsom and tonic, or Sangsom and soda out there with me. But I'd do that. I've got no problem being on a boat for hours on end. Done that before. As long as I can see to the horizon or something on the horizon, I'm not going to get seasick. Gosh, I was nearly so seasick when I left Koh Phangan last time. I was in the worst monsoon they had in 50 years, and it was touch and go as to whether or not the ferries were going to start running again to get off this island, and thankfully it did, but that was a rough ride. Apparently I was slate grey, I was sweating profusely, I couldn't see out the windows. I was looking for an escape route in case we capsized, it was that bad. All you could smell was people that had been sick already. Ugh, it was disgusting. And it was touch and go whether or not I was going to throw. But I was looking at what windows I could scramble to in order to get out quickly. I had my escape route planned. Oof. There was no life jackets that I could see. Another little story. Right, let's go before I'm seizing up. I feel myself seizing up because I've been sitting too long. I'm getting a bit of a numb bum. Look up. You want 30 baht?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 40 baht. Okay, cup and cup.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
See you soon.
See you ค่ะ บ๊ายบาย Thank you.
Thank you, cup and cup. There we go, nice and pleasant in here. I'll definitely come back. We'll come back to Beach Burger. Let's stick you in the papoose for a minute. Oh, I need a back massage. I really need a full oil massage. Sweating cobblers here. Oh, I was definitely seizing up. I stayed there too long. She's still doing her paperwork. Chula down there. Her car's still there. Oh, so that was one of the signs. So that was that way. That was that way. This looks a nice place. Well, this is Bangtharay Beach Bar. Few places along here. You can live stream at night. This phone is not particularly good at night time. There'd be plenty of lights on the squid boats. You know when you see the green lights out there on the ocean in the evening. There's plenty of light on the squid boats. I would have thought that would work well because they're raised, the green lights above the water and above your, I think above your head. So there should be enough light. If I had another phone, I forget which one it is now. I keep saying to myself I need to get one of those Huawei phones. They're almost up there, right, competing with Apple. They're at the forefront of technology, the screen and everything's good. Or it could be the Galaxy excuse me, one of the Samsung Galaxy phone. I think they were good in low light. I can't remember now. Anyway, I'd investigate it thoroughly first, and then I would use this phone just for the chat as a separate phone, just to communicate with people, because people can, you know, call in online then, etc. Oh man, the temperature is just now perfect. So maybe it's around mid-20s. No, I think it's probably more than that. I've just climatised to it. Waiting for the reggae bar to open, by the way. They drink Irie at this place. Well, let's have a look. Looks like it's been left, bless. Cannabis. Are you seeing that? It's been abandoned for the moment. Sorry, Cup. Open today? Open? Good. Cup, cup. Yes. Sabadi mai? Where are all the customer?
I think
Next month.
open.
Yeah. Good. Good for everybody. Okay. Ah, you sell a life jacket. Good. This is what I want.
50 baht.
50?
Yeah, 50 baht.
I need, yeah. Okay, I come back soon, I buy this one.
50 baht.
Ah, this one have lens. This one clear. Okay. I take a picture, I remember to buy. Okay, 50 baht, I come back.
Yeah,
Cup.
I waiting you.
Thank you very much.
Where you come from?
England originally. England and do you know Wales? No Wales? I'll just say to everybody London. Everybody know London. And now I stay Thailand long. I stay Bang Saray for I think 2 months, 3 months.
คือ
Yeah,
ว่าที่ว่าแบบ
yeah.
next month open I think two day
2 days. Number 2.
number 2
June. Because now we are May, right? Yeah, May.
7 day open
Yeah.
นี่
Oh, this one, yeah, open.
อยู่โอเคเบลลี่บัตเลยกระติก
Yeah.
ออกมาละ
Yeah. Want lucky, take everything off. People coming.
อีฟนิ่งอ่ะมีคนมาลองนิ่งบอก
Yes. Oh yeah, here Walking Street, right?
There.
For market.
for market over there
Yeah.
you stay เดมาเล่
I don't know.
stay you stay
I stay
อ๋อ
in Bang Saray, yes. Yeah, now I stay for 2 months. Yeah. Before everywhere here closed and now slowly open. I want the park. I want the park open where the monkeys. Monkey. Yeah, no, this for me. But I want to go inside for exercise.
exercise you
Yeah.
monkey
For monkey before. No. But now, yeah, before I walk, monkey. I scare. Okay. See you later.
see you later next month I open shop
Yes. But not open tomorrow? Not sure.
not sure
Not sure.
next month or every day
Yeah. Maybe I should buy now because I want to go swimming later. Yeah. Okay, I buy now. This one. I think this one. Okay, I buy this one. Top and top.
you like plastic
No, I don't want plastic.
no
Well,
have people I
oh no.
no have people I cannot sell
I know, I understand, yes. Difficult.
I open sometime
Oh,
thank you
you're
Mr.
welcome. Thank you.
you open it for me
Yeah. I'll make a video for you. Tell everybody you open. Yeah. Oh, you do
I have
van, minibus, salon,
yeah
car,
car
taxi,
taxi
have everything.
yeah next month I
Oh,
have land for sale
you have land for sale as well?
house for sale you go like house
Yes, but I'm not Thai. I cannot own house.
I have condo อะไร Bayview
Bayview
mountain beach
Mountain Beach.
mountain beach
Oh,
I for rent 800 บาท8,000
1 month. Yeah, 1 month, 8,000 baht.
มโน
Water, electric.
8,000 for month
1 month. Oh,
over there
okay.
you can see ทะเลเลย
And I can.
view very beautiful
Yes.
you could go
Before I walk to.
ใส่แก้วบีบอ่ะ
I not walk too far, but maybe tomorrow I walk for beach club.
อ๋อวีขับ
Beach club.
Swimming.
Yes, on the beach. Yes. But for now, 2 months I not go. But I want. I think walk far.
อ๋อ
Maybe now I don't know.
มา
Maybe
ไอ้
30.
คาเฟ่อะไรม้าหั่นโอเพ่นช็อปก่อนนะ
Oh,
โอเพ่นละ
oh. Okay. Well, thank you
Thank
very
you
much. I
very
go
much.
swimming today.
เดี๋ยว
Cup and cup.
ขอบคุณค่ะ
There we go. Look at that. An investment in our health. That was my last 50 baht, by the way. I don't know how we're going to get sticky rice. I'm going to get told off. I've got bananas and goggles. It comes with earplugs as well, which is good. 50 baht, can't go wrong. Shall I go swimming in my underpants? She's still there, by the way, on the beach. Nobody's told her she's not allowed on there. Oh, while standing talking to her then, I just got bitten about 3-4 times on my ankles. I can feel them. Phones don't really work in low light for video. I'll tell you what works really well is my G7X Mark II. I was mentioning it last night or the night before on the live stream. That's great in low light, really great. So impressed. I'm so annoyed that the automatic lens cover on it has broken and only covers it 50% now, because I've dented the cantilevering shutter. I just didn't get a proper case for it. Why not? Why didn't I? I just so annoyed with myself. I spent £550 on that camera and I hadn't treated it well at all. I dropped it once when I went to the Hideaway Cafe. That was annoying. I thought I really damaged it when I dropped it to the floor in the Hideaway Cafe, and I was cursing myself then. But there we go. Should be a bit more steadier now. I know, mosquitoes. I need to get some citronella. I don't know why these motorbikes keep beeping. There's something going on. They're communicating with each other from one street to the next by beeping. That's weird. Something's going on. Maybe they're playing a game. Gotta watch out for the monkeys. Back here again. Colourful, isn't it? I don't know what all these cocks mean. The seat's in better days, isn't it? Got a story about a seat being sliced by an ex-girlfriend. I said to the fella, because he said to me, oh, someone slashed my seat. So it cost me 1,500 baht to get it reupholstered. I said, that get them just to stitch it roughly and to stitch on it a badge that says hi to my ex. Or get them to embroider it in. Good job it wasn't his tyres, I guess. It would have been more inconvenient. But I think she slashed right the way down the side. He sent me some photos of it before. Full of stories we are out here. I think it's just me and you, Sammy. We're the talkative ones. The sprocket on that bike sounds as if it could have had better days. I think that's the Fisherman's Club hangout area. Yeah, it says on there, look, local fishermen's club, Bang Sarai. There's no like information, like if they do trips or what. It says ecotourism fishing, squid fishing, and looking for monkey on the Monkey Island. So you can definitely come to this area here, maybe speak to one of these guys and arrange something. So maybe that's the thing, yeah, speak to them and get details of squid fishing. We'll have to do that one day. I bet she's chomping at the bit. She would have eaten nearly 2 hours ago. We've got quite a bit of a brisk walk going on now. We're up to 100 beats per minute. The ankle's loving it. I really need to get something on my ankles to quieten down these mosquito bites. She's going to curse me. All I need is, I only need 15 baht to get the rice. I just spent it on goggles. She's going to kill me. 15 baht for 3 portions of rice. Because we're quite content just eating sticky rice, a couple of portions of that, and some fish paste. $100, 120 beats per minute is the spot. Hey Aussie Bob, welcome to the channel. Where are you? Please, what part? What part of the world? Southeast Asia. A place called Thailand. Whereabouts in Thailand? A province called Chonburi. Whereabouts in Chonburi? A village called Bang Sarai. B-A-N-G, new word, Sarai. S-A-R-A or E, and sometimes S-A-R-A-Y. So, welcome. We've been here a couple of months, I think, now. Any other questions? Aussie Bob. Are you in Australia at the moment, Aussie Bob? And welcome back to the channel if you've been here before. Chonburi, okay, yeah, Chonburi. We're in Chonburi province as opposed to Chonburi city, which is about 40 minutes north of here. Pattaya is about 20 minutes. Or 40 minutes on a Song Tower, a BART bus, on Sukhumvit. Rayong's not too far to the southeast of us. Satahips next door. And Bang Chang is nearby as well. I think we're going to cross over. I prefer to face the oncoming traffic. I've got more of a path here as well and somewhere to dive if I need to. Shout out to staying alive whilst walking on the roads in Thailand. How about that? Having that as your home, newly built, right on the water, uninterrupted views forever. I'm getting fed up with these bleeding things stuck out the pathways, these death traps. What's that? What's the purpose of that? Oh my god, I've already got a 5-inch bruise on my arm from nearly falling through the 7-Eleven window the other day. Oh, you have? Did you like it, Aussie Bob, then? Keep coming back. When are you back next? up. So all of these seafood restaurants are now open along here, which is great. A lot of Thai people use these as well. Here's one thing that you might have seen before. So, where Predator? Where? Oh, I think you have Predator. Look, look. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Dolph Lundgren. There you go. Where's Sigourney Weaver? Soy Mac Mac. Soy. There you go. You don't see that on. Look at it. I keep walking past this. I'm not showing it. That's the temple grounds, by the way. You probably haven't worked that out for yourselves. Predator spotted. Yeah, Aussie Bob. They are allowing flights to come back into Thailand in I think it's end of June now. And then what they're going to do, I think they're going to continue with the quarantine. They're only flying Thai people back into the country at the moment, sticking them in two weeks quarantine hotels, which would apply to you as well if you came here to holiday right now, if you could get here. They're not letting you in, but if they could, hold on a minute, you're going to sit over here for a minute and decide where we're going to next. I think we're going to carry on with the stream, and we might go. I think I better go back to the condo. I'm too sweaty to go any more cafes. Don't think they'll appreciate it. Oh, battery warning. Are you still there? Battery warning, 20%. I'm far too sweaty to go inside a cafe. We've been out for over 3 hours now, and I'm not smelling that good, I don't think. You're hooked. Yeah, right. They're not letting us in, are they, yet? And you have to pay, by the way, if you are put up in a quarantine hotel. You've got to pay for it. There are different budgets, right? So you probably know all this. So for those that don't know, they are going to put you in a hotel, mandatory quarantine for 2 weeks, and you have to pay for it yourself. I don't know what the conditions of the quarantine are. I guess you're not allowed out of your room. Maybe they take you on guided walks in a quarantine group to get daily exercise. How did you, out of interest, Aussie Bob, how did you find this stream? Was it in like the suggested? Or are you a subscriber? Did you get a notification in your inbox? I think it's quite late, isn't it, in Australia at the moment? Or have I got that wrong? I think somebody said midnight about an hour ago. So we're on F. I can feel my torso definitely getting tighter through lack of massage, through more exercise, and losing weight. So that's what we're doing. Before and after pictures will be coming later. Not sure what we're going to call it. From fat to fit at 50, something like that. Something catchy. How to lose weight drinking beer and walking every day. I'm hoping these goggles that I bought for 50 baht, I'm not that old, because we all know what happens with rubber and plastics. They perish, particularly rubber perishes over time. This guy here on his powered three-wheeler electric bike. There's more masks being worn than helmets. With a nurse, you could imagine spending 2 weeks in quarantine. Yes, right. Chiang Mai and Hua Hin, maybe via Simon and Mem again. Oh, well done, Aussie Bob. Yeah. Yeah. Fly into Bangkok, get picked up from there. Straight to Simon and Mem's place. Shout out to the Lost Home Resort, by the way. I don't plug enough other people on here. I'm so selfish. Yeah, if you guys want to stay somewhere different with a pool, a nice little pool to have a little bit of exercise and dip in, 24-hour CCTV security, aircon fan. He's got 2-bedroom places, 1-bedroom places, and if you're a regular subscriber, he's also got a subscriber room, which will always be a subscriber room for those on the regular as a subscriber. Get to stay there for a night or two, maybe buy one night get one free. I don't know what the terms are, I forget now. Oh, it's clouding over again, dark. Yeah, I'd time the Chiang Mai. I'd never go to Chiang Mai in the burning season, so I'd stay away from that area for the first 4 months of the year. You know, it was declared this year. Body cup. You know, it was declared this year the most polluted city in the world, officially. Can't be doing with that. I've got to get my sticky rice. Oh, I've got to go to the ATM. Oh no, I did that earlier, I think. Oh, I'll have to bleed and check now. Oh. This is a long string. Oh, excuse me, wobbling around. Oh, you was there when there was only one room, yeah. It evolved quickly as well, right? He doesn't stick around. Yeah, cheers, Sammy. We've got to get the sticky from just up here. I hope he's got some. He does a batch for the morning and then a batch for the afternoon. And if you time it, you've got to time it right to get the rice because you'll run out. Another 2 places have opened up. Selling rice, sticky rice for £5, but you stick to what you know and what's good, right? Nice AMG Mercedes just passing by. Card. That's 4 sticky rice. Fucking cup. Up. Okay. All right. Is it beer o'clock yet? What's the time, people? I'll tell you what, it's 1 o'clock. 1 p.m. We've got the heart rate up to 110 with our brisk walk. I think Sammy said the sweet spot is 110 to 130 beats per minute. It's probably where you're going to be burning the most amount of fat in your body. I like that guidance. Thank you very much, Sammy. It's working. Together we can do this. Oh, the internet place is popular today. Some guy likes to rev his motorbike, let people know he's there. Shout out to the soy dogs, by the way, that use waste ground like this. White soy dogs use waste ground like this to go to the toilet and not the path, or my path, the road. $500 a month. So we've got this area here. I think all this is for sale. All this land. There's a sign up here that's fallen down, I don't know. You have a few market stalls setting up shop here in the evening. Oh, I think it was a COVID-19 sign, it's falling down. Maybe it's public land, I don't know. It's a cut through anyway to another road. I'm definitely dehydrated. I don't usually pant. I think I'm going to go into CJ's and get some water for the last leg. We're down to 10% by the way, battery life on this phone. Right, we're at our favourite. Look at this little cute dog.
ไม่มีเนาะ
ตัวโตแล้วของหนูตัวใหญ่แล้ว
โอ้ใหญ่แล้ว
There we go.
แต่อันนี้ไม่ขาดสูงกว่าเลย
Oh yeah. Okay guys, we're in one of our favourite shops. We're going to say goodbye. Shall I get a lolly? For all my hard work and effort. 10 baht lolly. Shall I get a 10 baht lolly? We've got 9 on the stream. We're down to about 6% on the battery life. And we're going to end it whilst we gaze into the lollipop store. So thank you guys for coming. Cheers Sammy, Death Row, Aussie Bob for popping in. All you other guys that I've not mentioned. Big Jim, welcome. Sorry mate, but we're ending the stream with a battery is almost dead. And I want to call Miss Thai Tastic. I may have to treat myself to a 10 baht lolly because I think I've done well. I'm not sure how many miles we've done. Oh, it says 2 miles. So take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe, share, thumb it up if you want to. Don't have to, I don't care. Take it easy. And maybe live stream later if Miss Thai Tastic wants to come out later. Cheers and thanks for joining in the fun stream. Bye.